I'm just trying to make sure it's... Alright, so we're back to another gameplay of Coffee Talk. We're gonna be picking up where we left off on the 27th, apparently. So, let's get to it, gang. Oh, Debbie. Continue. Alright. The Evening Whispers. Free charge. Tuesday, September 29th, 2020. Vows to stop major hospitals. I'm sorry. WHO vows to stop major hospitals selling Fury sedative illegally. Coachella 2020. I'm sorry. Couchella 2020. The reasons why you should go. Sports tournament in space might be only a few decades away. Alright. He really never changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey Earth, I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. I think the last one was the remedy. But there's no harm in checking some other combinations. Alright. You know what to do. Let's see. What was the shit? Before we do that, let's do what's good on Tamagotchi. Gallo. Birthday, 13th September. Myself summary. Veteran, now working in a hospital. Bailey's. Myself summary. Freelance designer, museum and art gallery frequenter. Art school graduate. Will draw and design for food and shelter. You know what I'm saying? Bailey's growing me, man. I like Bailey's now. When it first showed up, I thought he was gonna be an asshole, but pretty cool. Bro, oh shit. That's the orc lady, yeah? Birthday 13th of May, game developer, myself summary, game programmer working on Full Metal Conflict series. Shut up. Aqua, hey, Aqua. South January, researcher by day, aspiring indie dev by night. Myself summary, a mermaid from Atlantis and a friendly introvert, tea lover. Favorite things, Full Metal Conflict, video games in general, grandma. What I'm doing with my life. Moved to Seattle to achieve my dream of advancing technology as far as we can. Trying to find the place and person where I belong while doing something I love. Shut up, Aqua. I like that. Hendry. Hey, Hendry, you know what I'm saying? Niggas thought he was a pervert at first, but you know what I'm saying? He turned out pretty cool. Just concerned that. Birthday, 23rd of May, friends only, close friends only. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna become your close friend, bro. Don't even worry about it. Whispers. Alright. Let's read some of Freya's writings. Read this one. Start room service. Yeah, okay. I don't think we read this one. Alright, Cyberpunk Love Hotel by Freya Fatima. Room service. Get this order to room 512. Order came around 10:30 p.m. I was doing nothing. Or in other words, I was waiting for an order to come. I was asked to take a bottle of wine and a couple packs of condoms. Yes, sometimes guests really do ask for things like this. Talk about being unprepared. The person in charge that night gave me the requested items and let me out of the room to deliver them. There, I went to the lobby and waited for the elevator to arrive. While I was waiting, a guest came in behind me and pressed the button to call the elevator. He looked at me in awe. I looked back at him, showing him the Smile Hotel management taught me. He smiled back. We got in the elevator. He pushed the button for the third floor. Silence filled the tiny room. As we ascended, the guest pulled his phone from his pocket and started recording me. This again, I thought. I didn't do anything about it. To be precise, I can't do anything about it. It's part of the job after all. Ding. We reached the third floor. The guest left while still pointing his camera at me. At me. I don't know. Maybe a typo or something. I waited alone until the elevator reached the fifth floor a few seconds later. Left the elevator and started moving towards room 512. When I was in front of the door, I rang the bell to let the occupants know I'd arrived. It's here. I can hear the muffled voice of a woman. The door opened. Look, hon, they really do use a robot to deliver room service. The woman shouted back to her partner. Ha ha ha, that is so cool. The guy responded. trying to sound interested, though I'm sure he was staring at the woman's, but he couldn't wait to use the stuff they had ordered. I want to take a picture with the robot, okay? The woman said in a saccharine sweet, mildly nauseating tone. Sure, hon. Wait, are you sure it's okay to just hug the robot like that? Huh? Turned out the woman could, wait, I'm sorry. Huh? Turned out the woman could still think with his big brain after all. It's fine. I saw they even have a robot you can have sex with. I'm sure simple hug won't matter, said the woman. That's different. That's a different model. What's next? You're going to hug a Terminator? I screamed eternally. Say cheese. Then 1, 2, 3. Flash. It looks so cute. I was hoping it might look more human-like, though. Maybe they don't have the technology for that yet, said the adult woman who still hadn't grasped the concept of look but don't touch. Okay, come on, darling. This robot has other things to do. Let's just take our order, and let it do its work. It took their order and closed the door. On humans, how the hell did your people manage to survive for so long in this universe? I wondered as I trundled back down to my room. I fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? Robots don't got no rights in this world. Also want to say that for whatever reason, when reading these pieces, I don't know if like the font or like the way it's spaced, like I have a hard time sometimes we call it getting to the next line. So yeah, that sounds choppy. That's all. Anxious boy and his love stories on public transport. Freight 15, September 20, 2020. The day was hot, sunny, and humid, just like most days in Jakarta. I was standing inside a crowded bus, either well-functioning air conditioning or proper ventilation, trying to keep myself productive in an uncomfortable environment by reading my recently bought copy of Murakami Haruki's The Elephant Vanishes while listening to a random playlist on my old iPod. You might want to break that shit up, bro. That's a lot. That's a run-on sentence that I have seen. Despite the hellish conditions, you could say I was luckier than most because I was standing at the rear door of the bus, laying my back on the side of the seat, safe enough not to fall out of the bus, breezy enough to breathe freely. As mentioned, I was on a public bus in Jakarta, so naturally, I needed to be wary of my surroundings, mostly keeping my belongings secure from pickpockets and other human pests. I glanced around the bus several times in between pages. That's when I saw her. It's hard to describe her. There's no specific characteristic to differentiate her from other women. She was like the perfect example of the girl you could walk past and sing on the sidewalk every day. A girl you might glance at for a second. A few steps later, it would be hard even to remember her hair color. Never mind what her eyes, her nose, her mouth looked like. She was standing near the front door of the bus, not leaning on anything or anyone, not touching the bacteria-infested hand grip on the ceiling of the bus, although to be fair, it might have been hard for her to reach that grip anyway. Still, she stood there with the perfect balance of a tree-rooted and healthy soil. She stood as if somebody had silently put the Venus de Milo on the bus, somehow fit perfectly without anyone noticing it happening. She was wearing a pair of earphones, just like headphones were supposed to be, a slight smile on her face. Sometimes she closed her eyes for a few moments to join the music on what she could hear. Her eyes rarely stayed on one place. They kept wandering around the bus, too fast like someone anxious, not too slow like someone looking at something specific. Maybe she's the one I thought. This isn't the first time a thought like this has crossed my mind. It's a whole romantic thing. Any woman piques my interest will immediately trigger a story in my imagination. A story of how I approach them, get to know them. Proviso that they're just as I imagined them to be. Start dating, get married, have kids, grow old in our homes, and so on and so on. Them cuties, that's what I call them. What the fuck? This nigga weird as hell, bro. Random cuties, that's what I call them. Unicorns among horses. Hey, don't be like this nigga. This nigga weird. I can't hold you. The term doesn't apply to any cute girls I see, of course. It has to be someone special, or at least someone I imagine special. The thing is, automatically imagining those stories whenever I happen across random cuties and healthy puts a toll on my mind and, of course, my heart. It creates a lot of unhealthy expectations before any opportunities even arise. Oh shit, she looked at me. I eye contact for a brief last seconds. I made no turn to my book. Did she notice me staring at her? Did she see what I was thinking? Mine won't stop spinning over thinking. My pulse beats double time in my ears. I continue staring at my book. What just happened? I obviously can't read it properly. My eyes were looking at the words, but nothing was being processed from my thoughts of her. I glanced back at her. She was staring at me. Eye contact more than once. It has to be on. Should I approach her and introduce myself? Yes, I should. What if things go wrong? What's the worst thing that could happen if we introduce ourselves? First, it's a crowded bus moving from the rear door to the front, definitely annoys some people. Second, what if after we approach her, she becomes annoyed and, oh, come on, you're overthinking as usual. Nothing bad will happen, even if she does get annoyed. Don't dismiss me. Nothing bad will happen. Nothing bad will happen? Well, she might scream and say, I'm a pervert, and then the whole bus will beat me to death. Oh, the worst option? What if we introduce ourselves and then it turns out she's not like we imagine her to be? All that time and energy will be wasted in exchange for years of acting. Everything will be fine. Don't worry so much. No matter what happens second, we still have to try something first. No, there's too much at risk. The debate is still raging inside my head. That's what happens. We make eye contact again. This time it lasts longer than a few seconds. And then she smiled at me. It's a small curve on those perfectly average, beautiful lips. We returned to my book. See, you have to do something. But remember the girl with the violin we saw on the train to Yogyakarta a few years ago? Of course I remember. Exactly, she was just a random person that sat across from you on the train. You don't even remember what month it was, and yet we still remember the maroon coat she was wearing, the violin case that she put in the overhead compartment, her reddish hair and pixie cut. Stop it. That was different. We might have saved ourselves a lot of embarrassment by not talking to her. The thought, the noise, the internal dialogue, it won't stop. I was sweating, but not because of the heat. Cold sweat. This had to stop. Stop! I screamed internally. Everything stopped, and just in time, my old iPod randomly shuffled its explosions into spaces. The only moment we were alone. I cranked up the volume, I put my book in my bag, and just breathed. Yes, I might lose the chance to meet someone by doing this, but at least, as long as I don't know her, she's perfect. As far as I know, she could be listening to explosions in space. As far as I know, she might be a big fan of Haruka Mai and Final Dreams 9. As far as I know, she might be single. As far as I know, she might be the 100% perfect match for me that I believe may exist. My knowledge of her goes any farther than that I know right now. Besides, as the old saying goes, if it's meant to be, it will be. Bus stop in front of the plaza. Bus stop in front of Plaza Senayan, my destination. It was time for me to go. I decided not to look at her direction as I left, knowing that if I looked at her, it would be the last time I ever saw her. That's too hard for a hopeless romantic like me. I left the bus and enjoyed the warm sun and the breeze of fresh air finally out of that metal Schrodinger's box. That's when it happened. I turned my head to the right, and there she was, standing alone, enjoying the breeze. Now she was free of the roasting metal box we humans name Buzz. This writing's a little much. She turned her head to the left, showing a glimmer of surprise at seeing me standing there. After that, she smiled. So it was meant to be. It will be. You know what I'm saying? A little verbose for my liking. You know what I'm saying? But not terrible. I still stand by the fact that nigga free. A stray boy, no cat, afraid of the team. November 29, 2020, midnight. The arrives at his home, the ticking sound of the cooling engine fills the dark, empty garage, followed by the scrape of the rusty door being forcefully closed. He leaves the garage, and there she is, waiting for him to come back home. She always waits in the same spot around the same time. The boy always smiles when he sees her. Meow, he calls the boy, demanding the treatment she always receives from every night in the same spot at the same time. He laughs quietly as he walks up to join her. You've been waiting for me, haven't you? Come here, says the boy to the cat while he pets her fur. The cat purrs loudly and rubs her head against his shins and shares her affection while enjoying their nightly routine. Until suddenly, the boy decides that their interaction is enough for the day. He stands up, walks away from her, and closes the door. The cat understands that their time for the day is up. They both return to their own lives. The boy did not give the cat something to eat, and the cat did not sleep next to him to help him relax. She was not his, it was not hers. That wasn't bad, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of cool. Nice, short, sweet little, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't bad. Alright. We're making the, so we're making his, remedy. Yes, remedy, but there's no harm in it. Nah, fuck the other combinations, bro. Alright. Yeah, all I had. Tea, milk, sugar, but serve it. That is. Thank you. That's what I needed. Alright. What about you, Miss Hyde? Would you like to order? Sorry. Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. Couldn't help overhearing you both. It sounds like you two were way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh. Did you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Those two bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I entered. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? It's because I'm a vampire. It doesn't mean I know kung fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. Could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple? Really? We're trash type. Told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. Because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, the blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out, he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have been tied to the mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. Might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck. The universe sending me a guardian angel at my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard, for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before. Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke, breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves. War veterans. Ah, I see. So how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital, Gala? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed. Hi. I prefer if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. It's alright. Hear me for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So, you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyway, Earth, I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? Shit, what we got for you, shorty? Let's see. The new story come out? Oh, this is from Gala. Okay, well, it must be fun. Favorite things: food, anything warm and made with ginger. Music, Metal Maiden. Books, Full Metal Jarhead. What I'm doing with my life: trying to heal myself by helping other people heal. My man. Need more people like Gala, you know what I'm saying? Real things in this world. Okay, so he wants something cool. It's got tea in it, right? Let's see. Green tea, milk. Okay, let's try that. Green tea, milk. Let's see how he likes this. How you like that shit? Here's your order. This doesn't taste anything like my order. Oh, I'm sorry. Please let me fix it. No, you don't have to. It seems like you were more interested in our story than my drink. Nigga, fuck you. You said you just wanted some shit that was cool. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that bullshit. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Motherfucker told me he wants some shit that was cool with tea. Goddamn. Yeah, speak of the devil. Hey, what up, Frank? Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too. Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work. How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Right. I showed Earth my draft, and I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff, and also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admin life going? That's not even a word for it. Actually, I'm not even sure what you do there. It's pretty boring to talk about, but mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families. If they require intensive care, such as operations, I go through what we do and how much it will cost them. Kind of like biz dev for people's lives then. You say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients will find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do people really talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it. Exactly. It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. He needs to be a bit less loyal though. Hi. You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Whoa. I didn't know that. Wait. 50 years in the same position? Holy. Ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions, mostly managerial. Take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, as I told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. What I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. and I still get raises while I'm doing this job. I really can't figure you out. That's Gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay high? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around her. And you, Freya. See you. Take care on your way. That expression, take care on your way, throws me off. It sounds fun. You know, it's kind of hard to believe. Someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So how'd you guys meet? Seriously? I have to tell the story? Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Alright then. We met in this place back when it was a bar. Whoa. I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. Still, though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Are you trying to squeeze the story from me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya? Come on. I won't get into details, but going to war, it messes with your head. Oh. You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult. Especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did work that relied on his muscle. Excuse me. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. Or at least, it's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle. Hey, I didn't know about all that stuff at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet. So, no personal feelings. I needed his strength. But then I got to be interested. Interested? Oh boy. I think he's a cool person. That's all. Yeah, I bet, nigga. Nah, stream. We see what happened here. Oh, man. We see what's going on here. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help. She refused. No surprises there. But I kind of pushed him to do it. How? It's complicated. Eventually he did go to get professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in this therapy session, but in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me. And not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. He's been working. This motherfucker. Good evening, everyone. Oh boy. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, Barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. Neil. I was like, wait for this cheat to go. Neil. Yes. Neil. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need to write trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration. Ah, I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name is Freya. You say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hi. You come here often? Someone who doesn't live in Seattle? Yeah. Ooh, you are not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, you mean a few thousand miles? Or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? We choose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. image? Ah, the Arami Jindru album cover. The Arami Jindru? The Arami Jindru album cover. No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. What do you want to drink tonight? The usual. That is how you say it, yes? Yes. So, anything? Yes. We won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You can't taste anything? Yes. What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise. But we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. Alright, let's see. One second. One second. Alright, so it's a little milk, honey, mint, right? Okay. We want to put that here. Serve it. Let's see. I hope I got this right. Thank you. What the? Interesting. Before you ask, oh wait, this is me talking. Before you ask, yes, that's how they drink. This. Like it, bro? What is this? We have been able to taste anything in our life. Wait. We have never been able to taste anything in our life. But this is a breakthrough. We have to report immediately. Done. Thank you so much from all of our kind. You're one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes. Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? Us? We are travelers. We work our job in the space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds. You really are here to find a date? All the way from a galaxy far, far away. Wow. It turns out pervs exist everywhere in the universe. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand, but we are glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. Oh, man. But we believe it is all right to share it with you tonight. Thanks to this eye-opening drink from the barista. I owe you this story. So why? Everyone, including us. Excuse me. Everyone, including us and you and everyone else, is tasked to keep the balance of the universe. But sometimes, it's hard for some civilizations to maintain balance by themselves. It's because unknown threats that are beyond each civilization's power can appear. And that is where we come in. I still don't see the relation between that and impregnating us. You're quite dense, aren't you? Hey, you came here to give seeds, so a half-breed of your kind can be born on Earth. That is correct. The half-breeds will be half Earthling and half whatever you are. Yes. Assuming that you have some powers that we can't comprehend, you are trying to make sure Earth will have its own protector. That is 100% correct. Holy shit. You're trying to give us a superhero? Yes, that is what your people will call the protector. But why go through all this hassle? It sounds like a lot of work. Why not just explain this to someone? I'm sure a lot of women wouldn't mind giving birth to a superhero. Sadly, it's not that simple. The future protector has to be someone that loves this planet more than anything. They have to be born out of love, which we have learned. It's a very complicated feeling on Earth. We have it easier back home due to the nature of our communication. We understand everyone deeply by default. So everyone on our planet loves each other from the moment they're born. It sounds beautiful and creepy. Why? It sounds like your planet is a giant spherical orgy. That was a badly chosen word, but it is roughly similar to the truth. Oh my. If what you say is true, shouldn't we help them to get laid with love? Guidance is all we need. Otherwise, we might be responsible for the birth of a super evil person instead. This is a cool idea. I really dig this. This is actually a really cool plot. I wasn't expecting this. Hey, we got a new follower. Yo, shout out to Tyler Thunder 01. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Brody. Thank you for following. We are at 115 followers now. Let up. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it is going well. I'm not surprised. How quirky and unique you are. Not many women can handle that. Could you handle them though? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further. If it got you a good story. But you're not offended by that. Not in the slightest. You're wrong though. I go on a date with him. But I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't get that energy from Freya. No, you know what I'm saying? Like the type to sleep around. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Niggas gotta get out. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gotta get out, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk to people, right? You feel me, Stream? Let me talk to you for a second, Stream. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get out, man. Experience new people. Like, just because someone is like, you know what I'm saying, has like a bubbly personality, talks a lot, has like the traditional, like what people might call feminist look, you know what I'm saying, pixie cut with the colorful hair. No, I mean that they sleep around. I know plenty of people plenty of women who like have that traditional look to them, and they're like, you know what I'm saying, yeah, that's not their story, you know, so that's not their experience. So, like I said, man, get out, touch grass, man, go talk to people, because there's more than meets the eye to pretty much everybody. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? 1 second, real quick. Let me look at the stream. I just want to hear what my audio sounds like. It's choppy again. 1 second. All right, let's see. Mic test, mic test. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. I don't know why this thing is so choppy. I don't understand. Let me see something. Testing. All right, testing. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Let's see. Mic check. Yeah, it's still choppy. My bad, streamers. We're having technical difficulties. I'm gonna continue I think it's not as choppy as it seems like, hopefully. So we're going to continue. Hopefully it clears up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying. I think it's something to do with my wires, so I'm gonna try and hold it in like a way that doesn't, you know what I'm saying, fuck it up. So my bad. Hopefully y'all can bear with me. All right. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to read with us in exchange for our stories? Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories. I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of these terms before. Let us check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yes, it's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control over it. We don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about this concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least, that was what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today, but we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? Hey, that nigga shoot his shot, you know what I'm saying, from half court, you know what I'm saying? I can even hold you for half fucking court. Go ahead, deal. First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating, boyfriends or girlfriends, you know, before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend? You start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I'm single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Now, the path to starting to date varies between people. But usually, it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker? Someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners were I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's the truth, but you know what I'm saying? We'll go with it. You know what I'm saying? We'll say that. Condoms is something you wear to prevent pregnancy. Why would you do a mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. All this information is too much to process in one evening. We talked about using condoms, but how do your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink, a condom might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it? We are pretty flexible with that, but we cannot tell you the details unless we agree to do the mating ritual. I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. You will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Especially the mental part. We did our research, and we tried it on the testing object we made. It was proven. The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. how you proceed with your mission with this newfound information. We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We are off now. Alright. Take your way, sir. This is looking crazy, bro. That was really something. Indeed. You said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but the date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. Game developer org? Wow, I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. You can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? You mean Miss Lua? Yeah, her. Showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. Freya was pretty nosy, to the point that Mr. Gallagher joined the discussion. My. You really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, you have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gallagher join a random conversation, unless it really piques his interest, or it annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a fight to Seoul tomorrow, so I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving excuse me. Damn, bourbon. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh well, I'll be it'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. The Marrakesh, fresh and healthy drink from Morocco. Wednesday, September 30th, 2020. Alright. Dwarven-made cars face challenge against an unexpected competitor. The Mother Earth organization fights to save more forests. Protests arise over government treatment of Atlantic immigrants. Damn. That's fucked up. Yeah, this is a commentary on ICE for sure. Welcome. The fuck? Agent 47? Goddamn. Good evening, sir. It is Agent. Oh shit. Hello. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division, or FIRE for short. How may I help you? You've heard of reports of alien sightings in this area. You take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Have you seen any creature you would consider to be alien in nature? I don't think so. What should I be looking for? What's the alien look like? We're not 100% sure, but according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit or something similar. That's pretty eye-catching outfit. You think an illegal alien would try to blend in better, right? To avoid attention, you know? That is a very good point. That's a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid possibility that we have been running around after false testimonies. They are superior creatures after all. Thank you for the help. If you see any suspicious activities, please contact us through our website. Will do, sir. You don't want to drink anything before leaving? No, we're good. Take care on your way. Here's why he referred to himself as we. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you really need to be more careful now. Huh? Hey! Good evening, Earth. Yo. Hello, Miss Myrtle. Have you opened somewhere together? We plan to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Would you like to order anything? You want to order first? Nah, you go first. Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with a lot of mint? Shit, got you. Hold that. Let's read this shit right here. We know a lot about old boy now. Yeah, okay, so we got all the Neil shit up. Well, that's just, okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the stories, let's see. Straight Boy and a Lone Cat. Loving in Silence by Freya Fatima, September 30th, 2020. It was a Saturday night. As usual, I picked her up from her apartment for another Saturday night date. I used the word another, but to be honest, this is the first actual Saturday night date we've done since I don't even know when. It was every week a cool, excuse me, okay, my eyes are getting like thrown off. It wasn't every week a cool event related to our hobby having. So we, or I suppose I should say, we're going to miss this chance for a cozy evening in her apartment. We'd only been dating for 4 months, and I kid you not, it couldn't have been more different. I'm the type of person who feels restless if I don't go out on the weekend. While she'd prefer to lock her apartment from the inside, flush the key down the toilet, and never leave again. That's why me going out to her apartment on the weekend was the fairest option for both of us. I mean, we can't just order online and shit. God damn! I don't know why this section throws me off so much. Let me start over. I mean, we can't just order food online and chill without having to worry with traffic. Ain't that cool? That's what she said whenever I asked her if she wanted to eat out somewhere. That happened a lot in our first month together. After that, I just tried to get used to it. We drove to the event. It wasn't that far, but traffic's always ridiculous on the weekend. Throughout the drive, we barely spoke. Total silence except for the music playing from my playlist. If she knew the song, we would sing along to the song. If not, then total silence it was. We arrived at the event, she changed. She became the most outgoing, friendly, and talkative person around. Even I was nothing compared to her. I usually consider myself a very talkative person. We said hi to everyone we knew, and some we didn't. Then we tried all the games being showcased there. We sat next to each other, trying one game after another, commenting on the story, art, music, gameplay, atmosphere, or any other aspects you might use to this game. When we played, we just played. No talking during the playthrough. Total silence as if she was recharging spent energy from all of the interacting she'd done before. Back in her apartment, we didn't talk much. We made 2 cups of green tea latte for both of us, and then we watched Netflix together, with only a few words traded. Don't you feel more bored dating me? She asked. Really, this again? I know I'm sorry to bring this up again, but you were so silent today. I thought you were mad at me. Honey, I'm not mad at you. Why would I be? I don't know, it's just that I'm super introverted, you're super extroverted. And there are times when I feel like I'm holding you back from your true self. You're just overthinking things, honey. The night was amazing, and I can't thank you enough for being willing to join me and sacrifice your stay-at-home relaxation time. We both know how much you love staying in and how rarely you get a chance to do it. Why do you like me? You asked this question a dozen times in the last 4 months, you know. I nudged her and smiled. I just wanted to make sure, she said, and started crying. Hey, don't be sad. It's okay. And to answer your question, I don't know why I like you. That answer again, because it's true. All I know is I feel comfortable around you. I just feel happy, calm, and I don't know. Do I need to know? That sounds dangerous, liking someone without knowing the reason. Oh, believe me, dear. I was confused for the longest time before I realized it. It's actually the best feeling I've ever had. How about you? Why do you like me? You said I liked you. I was speechless for a moment. She ran at me and gave through the remains of her tears. You should have seen your face. Oh my God, don't mess around with me like that. Almost give me a heart attack. Good. It means you weren't lying about your feelings. Smile. You haven't answered my question. It's a secret. That's not fair. I told you mine. I hate to break it to you, but don't know. It's not a proper answer, my dear. But it's an honest one. I know. You say it's obligated. So that was my introvert girlfriend to me. My answer to her was obviously a lie. That knowing why you like someone is super scary. I never imagined being able to feel like that for anyone other than her. At least that's how I wish things could be. as I drove back home in my car in total silence. It's a pretty cool story, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that is a true thing. Like telling somebody, like sometimes you don't know why you like somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's true. Like there've been plenty of times where like I've talked to girls. It's like, well, I can't give you like a specific thing. Like I just like I dig. You know what I'm saying? Like I like you. You feel me? Like it's all of you. It's not one specific thing. I'm just gonna be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I like this. What's this that really does? It's all of it. It's everything. You know what I'm saying? Concert coming together to make you feel me. So yeah, I agree with that. Anyway, gotta make some tea with mint, right? So, I'm curious, can you like look teas up? No. It's like you gotta make some shit, right? Let's see. Drink's ready. Ooh, this looks really fresh. Call this Marrakesh, inspired by its origin. Marrakesh in Morocco? I heard the people there really love tea. Let's give this a try then. Oh my. It's warm, but very refreshing. No wonder Morocco is often associated with tea. How about you, Miss Girl? You want to order right away? Sure. I'll have the Tetari. The fuck is that, bitch? Let me see what the fuck you talking about. The Tetari. All these fucking fancy and what you talking about, right? Coffee, ginger, right? Wait, what is it? No, again. Myrtle, TT milk. Okay, better. I can do that for you. Tea, you know what I'm saying? Milk, shut up. Serve it. Here's your treat. Huh? Anything wrong? Nope. It's better than I thought it would be, actually. The taste is really authentic. It's like the Tetri you got in Southeast Asia. Thank you for the compliment. Where did you learn to make it? I traveled around Southeast Asia a few years ago. So you learned about it in Malaysia? Yes, videos on the internet. So, how are things going in the office? As usual. Tiring. But thanks to you and your team, we made good progress with our problem we've been stuck on for a while. I'm glad I could be of help. It's not every day our research can have an impact as direct as this. Only a few weeks after publication, no less. The thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime to make sure the game will be available for the holiday season. Oh, I want to say please don't forget the rest, but I'm sure it won't be that easy for you and the team. As if those executives care about us. Overtime is not mandatory, they'll say. Please see your family get some rest. But we all know the optional overtime is a passive aggressive. We'll stay longer in the office anyway, because if you go home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them. You'll feel guilty. I understand that so much. I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt. I wish I could help you, or at least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you that also bothers me a lot, even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. But you know what makes it worse? I know the state of the industry, but it still saddens me to realize that my favorite series was born out of such sacrifice. Damn, she's spit. I'm sorry I ruined the mood for everyone. Don't worry about it, Doc. I'm not that bad off, yo. At least the company gives us decent compensation, healthcare bonuses, and so on. And we're already used to this. So, don't worry about me, okay? Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be a norm. Hey, cheer up. Remember, our research helped us out a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the development is going to be much easier. How's your game doing, by the way? Actually, you have some good news about it. What is it? The game got approved to be showcased at Max West this year. That's really good news. Congrats. Thank you. So, what's the problem then? I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer. Why? Confirm it fast before they give your spot to another entity. I'm just not sure about it. What's stopping you? Cost. The booth is free for indies. That's good then. And the event's even in Seattle. You don't need to spend anything to travel accommodation. It's a golden ticket. But I'm not that confident. You passed the selection process, right? That should be enough validation to reassure you of the game's quality. If I'm not mistaken, judges are usually prolific people in the industry, and also senior journalists. No, but I've told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional, and thousands of people will be visiting Max, expecting Full Metal Conflict and other bigger games. Every game has its own market, you know. And you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect there. Gamers aren't stupid. What if some haters visit the booth? What if they don't like my game and say bad things about it? Or about me? That's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. You know what I'm saying? Wait, oh. People are way nicer in real life. After all that, I'll still be there by myself with the whole thing. That one is a problem, yeah. Being that many people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight, showing my baby to the public, I just can't imagine the horror. Hey, shout out to Myrtle. I fuck with Myrtle, man. That's a D&D right there, you know what I'm saying? You know what? Huh? So far, my schedule's pretty empty around then. If things stay this way until Max, I'll come with you. No, you don't have to do that. If you're free, then you shouldn't waste your time on it. Oh my god. Alright, but stop being pathetic. Relax or something. No, it's no bother. I'll be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with the exhibitor badge. What about your company's booth? Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I can just ask my lead to skip this year. But, I'm coming with you. Whether you like it or not. Oh, okay. Good. And what are you going to show the game on? I have a laptop and a smartphone. Is the Expo build ready? Expo build? You're not planning to showcase the full version? You're not planning to showcase the full version, right? That's planned. Go. I can give you the guidelines on what to have the Expo build. Do you have the game with you now? It's on my phone. I can send you the build now if you want. Do so. Okay. Got it. Now let's see. I'm saying I fuck with Rowan. That's you know what I'm saying. But I like a little baby. Hey, yo, Rachel. Hello, it's Rachel. Hi, what's wrong? Good, Jordan. Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day and I'm pretty tired. Are you having a concert soon? Don't tell anyone yet. It'll be announced tomorrow. But I'm going to perform at Coachella next week. They're still adding new performers. Yeah, you might say that those announced this late are backups. Oh, but it's still the biggest festival in the country. Yes, and I'm excited for it. I think I should celebrate with a special drink, something sweet. What do you want to order? A sweet hot chocolate. Hey, got you. So, I'm saying that's chocolate powder, honey, right? Let me make sure. Let me read. Yeah. Saturday night, yeah. Who else do you know? Okay, we got Myrtle. Hey, let's go Myrtle. Everything's me time. What I'm doing with my life. The state before working on Full Metal Conflict series. Hey, that is not a flattering picture you show me. I post. Let's see. It's not hot chocolate, right? Yeah, did I make hot chocolate before? That was sweet. Like, let's see, what is it? Yeah, chocolate honey milk. That's what I thought. I don't know why it didn't pop up. Let's see it. Oh yes, third idea. With a little heart in it, just for Rachel. Here's your drink. Oh, that's very pretty. And it's warm and sweet. I love it. Please don't hesitate to call me if you need anything else. Thanks. Other than the instruction on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long they can play. Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion? Probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it, you might have people lining up to play your game. Don't want to make them wait too long. That makes sense. If you don't want to put time limit on it, try ending the demo with a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention. Noted. Dad? What are you doing here? After what you did at the studio this evening, I was worried. I couldn't find you anywhere on the studio. So, I thought you'd be here. But we cannot just limit ourselves to this place. And now you're causing another ruckus? We're sorry, Earth. We didn't mean to cause you any problems. You are sorry. I don't have anything to be sorry for. Well, anyway, I better order something. What do you have? What would you recommend? I suggest a cup of Spanish Sahara. Oh, what's that? It's basically hot chocolate milk and ginger. Sounds delicious. I'll take that Spanish Sahara. Hot chocolate with milk and ginger. Yeah. Hot chocolate with milk and ginger. One second, okay. Alright. Chocolate milk. Ginger. Alright. Serve it. The drink is ready, sir. My. This is amazing. Glad you like it. Dad. Yes? Please just go home and finish your drink. Not until you leave that good for nothing pervert. I need help. It's going to help me become more successful. I know Horace. I know Morris. He is not a good person. The industry has changed, Dad. Shit. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing his brand, making his name, managing a lot of stars so they become superstars. I still have my informants in the industry. It hasn't changed much. And even if he has, it wasn't for the better. You're just being paranoid. First, you were afraid of how my fans treat you. Now you're afraid of the industry too? What's next? You lock me in the house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing? You're just too young to understand. Then make me understand. Because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Didn't you learn anything from Mom? You were together for almost 15 years, but you learned nothing? Not even how to talk to your own daughter. Damn, she's hungry. Rachel, I'm sorry. I'm trying, okay? Try harder. Because right now, you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one. I know. But give me a chance. You know what? It will take time for me to learn. But I am learning. You know, I could return to the industry. I could try to be your manager. Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long. I told you. I have informants there. I'm not that out of touch. Of course, there are things I need to figure out, but it doesn't work that way, my dad. It doesn't work that way, Dad. You know that. Going from a girl band to a solo career will be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose all my momentum. You don't want me to be your manager. Can you at least choose someone other than Morris? I don't think so. Mr. Lester is at the height of his career now. Wait, his name is Mo Lester? What? Morris Lester, nigga? Mo? Short for Morris Lester? Nah, bro, nah. Find the new manager. Let's put together that, bro. It's my best chance right now. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now, please go home. Relax. And don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. Please practice for the festival. It's only a few days away. There's a big chance to lose my presence as a solo artist. When are you going to be home? I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel booth that you provided. That's... See you, Dad. Damn. Wait, real. Damn, a little bit. Damn. Excuse me. Look out. Sorry about what just happened. You don't have to apologize. Yeah, we were busy minding our own business anyway. What? You didn't hear that argument, Merle? Of course I heard it. I just chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business, is it? That's amazing. What's so amazing about it? I don't think I can do that. Dividing and focusing my attention so completely. Especially when there's an argument like that. Are you saying you weren't listening to any advice and were focusing on them instead? No, I was listening. I made notes. See, you didn't even realize. But you are capable of focusing your attention. Now that you mention it, it happens naturally again. Bitch, stop being so pathetic. Damn. Yeah, bro. I hate. Being born into a big family is useful for all. It's useful after all. Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you want to get back now? Yeah, it's pretty late. Yo, Earth, we're leaving. Hope you had a good time. Thank you for the drinks as usual. Please take care on your way home. Yeah. I guess that's all for today. Hey, what's the matter? Oh, you're back, Mr. Are you alright, sir? Sir? Oh, yes. Please don't worry about me. Did you manage to catch up with Miss Rachel? No, I lost her. Sorry to hear that. I'm sure she's alright. Hope you're right. By the way, pardon me for asking. Yes? Throughout your arguments with Miss Rachel, something kept bugging me. What's that? Why did you leave the music industry? Ha. Now that's a trip down memory lane. You have to tell me if it makes you uncomfortable. Oh no, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago. Just as we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know? They were huge in the 90s. We're still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. I met my wife while working. She worked for a record label. That's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. I wanted a peaceful life. You didn't find peace managing girl bands? Oh gosh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry, none of it's good. But what hit me hardest was the fans. The toxic fans are the worst. The teenage girls especially, who were crazy about their idols. To the point where they started doing really unimaginable stuff. Like what? Spending all their money trying to copy the superstar lifestyle, abandoning their responsibilities to families. And the men, they were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Edited photos, stalking, outright sexual assault. Before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. I wasn't even the target of abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats. What do you do for a living now? After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. Niche, but they love us for it. It's more than enough for our family. You said you're still in touch with your friends in the music industry. You visit my place from time to time. We all meet up at least once a year. Usually it's my place. Gosh, look at the time. I should go home too. Are you going to be alright by yourself? Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people think. See you later. Sorry for bringing our pride to your place. Don't worry about it. Alright then. Goodbye. You straight, Mr. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Hendry type shit. You hold it in there, buddy. You hold it in there. Lemon sour and cool. Home. That's what lemon, mint, and milk. Thursday, October 1st, 2020. Alright. Rachel Florencia confirmed to perform at Coachella 2020. Hey. Coachella, excuse me. Gil Naiman and Harukai Harukumai to collaborate for a new IP. Hey. Coachella organizer reminds parents not to allow their children to attend unsupervised. What the fuck? Damn werewolves fucking up the kids. That's crazy. Alright, Thursday, October 1st. Sorry, we're not open yet. O'Neil, you come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with? There is definitely something you can do. What is it? Can we work here? Excuse me? What? Is it possible for us to work here? What? Why? We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth. And Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and non-verbal communication here. Yes, but I can't see that your communication skills have improved an awful lot since you arrived. That is true. But it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we learned from here. It's made us think. One second, stream. Alright. Back at it. 1 second, let me make sure we back. Alright, cool. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. Sounds like a good strategy. That is why we asked you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers? That is correct. I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally if you are applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you finally get the job, if you get it at all. Oh, let me think this over if you don't mind. Man, hire that nigga, bruh. I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh no. We are sorry for our spontaneity, but it has to be today. May I know why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. Man, hire that nigga. Okay. Thank you. but with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer. Understood. There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared for if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? They won't be easy. That won't be easy. But you'll be able to judge based on their body language. Nonverbal signs. Nonverbal signs? Yes. That'll be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign. When you should start talking, or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do the job? Not really. I'll lend you an apron though, to help keep your suit clean, and to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation, but it will make you look more legit for the job. That is a very earthling thing to do. It is. All right then. Are you ready for this? We are. Okay. Let's start the night. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Neil, right? You know what I'm saying? That nigga working with us. Welcome. Holy wow. What the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hey, Earth. What's going on here? Well, Neil is working here tonight. And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero for an alien invasion. It's not that. Neil is just helping out. You've never looked like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista. Not the other way around. What? We have learned some things since we arrived. We came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this? On one condition. I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate. Fair trade. What's in it for you then? What? You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here. Freya, if I still need to write for the paper again, what happened? The chief found out. Oh, is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yes. How did she find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher up? In the elevator? Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift. And the higher up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that I was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you going to do now? Write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that, hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya, but we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Huh? You allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. That was the best thing to do according to our senses. It was. So, what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Your favorite. Our favorite? Anything. I trust you with the decision. Hey, let's give us something, you know what I'm saying? Shit. We gonna give her something good, yeah. Boom, 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 yeah. Coffee, mint, and honey. Alright, let's see. She wants the black magic, right? Yeah, coffee, mint, and honey. You know, actually, are there any new stories? Probably not, because she did just say, you know what I'm saying? Oh, there are. Living in Silence, yeah. The Only Reason to Learn How to Fly by Freya Fatima, October 1st, 2020. It happened again. I told her as I exhaled smoke. What? I took the train once to get here and fell in love twice. Not this again, she sighed, looking like she wanted to stub her own cigarette out on my face. I just can't help it, she said nothing. It's way easier, you know, seeing someone from afar, letting your imagination roam as you daydream about how he or she lives, ignoring the fact that what you see is not the way they really are. It's way easier. You can't keep doing this to yourself. You know you need something real. I mean, this might be a stupid suggestion, but you're still using that dating app, right? Try to be more open-minded while you use it. I agree. Good. I agree that it was a stupid suggestion. She looked pissed. I couldn't blame her. It's not like this was the first time we talked about this. In fact, this conversation tended to happen around once a season. You need to stop overthinking. Go out and stop putting impossible expectations on people. You know I can't do that. I've tried. I get overexcited at any opportunity. And how's that served you so far? Now I was the one who said nothing. I'm afraid, I said. Of what? Of what will come later. I'm afraid that even if I find the right person for me, the people around me won't accept them, whoever they are. Fuck the people around you. Another stupid suggestion. I could be jailed for that. Okay. She took a long drag of her cigarette and narrowed her eyes at me. What happened to you recently? Huh? You don't usually overthink quite this much, so something must have just happened. The truth is, something did happen. Something too silly to even be discussed. But she knew me. She knew about my problems, so I told her. I watched a stand-up comedy show. Seriously? It's true. I watched one of my favorite stand-up comedians. I knew he'd recently got married to someone he loves. Someone I thought was very similar to him. All this time, I thought he took the easy way out, finding someone who would quickly be accepted by the family he was born in, and the family he was about to make. But it turned out his journey was far from easy. There were hardships I never knew he faced, and when he talked about it, it scared me. Why? The fact that I'll have to deal with it someday, the fact that I might have to choose between. I sighed. At least when I see people on the train and imagine a life with them, those imaginary people don't create these kinds of problems. They do create a different kind of problem, though. She's right. You know, sometimes I feel like I want to go to the tallest building in the city and just jump. Said, to die? That's not to fly, you fool. Because if that really happened, all the things that are scaring me won't matter. I can fly. Why the hell would I still care about all these boring everyday problems? Ain't that the dream, weirdo? Excuse me. Ain't that the dream, weirdo? She said as she lit another cigarette, leaving the discussion unresolved until it comes back around with the spring rains. I don't know why it's so hard for me to fucking like read that fucking. I don't know what it is about that. It's like the spacing or something. Anyway, we gotta make Freya's drink. Black magic, coffee, mint, and honey. Alright. What do they have in here? I'm curious. I'll let it play. Oh, wait, hold up. I'm curious. This is all just Arami Ginger. Okay, let's see. Coffee, mint, and what was it? It's coffee, mint, and honey. For the pretty green-haired girl. There you go. Here is your drink, specially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is going to brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks. But today, I might have an idea why. How far along are you with the novel? I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think, now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood, that sounds doable. even without the caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Freya. Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races, and we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just, Neil. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. Oh, we are glad to hear that then. That was a figure of speech, Neil. Ah, we have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language. It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask away. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? I don't think I have the exact number, but full time, I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day. That's a lot. That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. According to our research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's Gra Media, the biggest publisher around. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily. I wish. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside the mere word count. If we only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand. But we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Yep. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand, from languages to arts. Right again. But you're not that wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So it is still a valid parameter. Definitely. Cool. That didn't sound at all like you, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on Earth. Hootie. Oh, another guest. Good evening, Miss Myrtle. I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Alright. I can do that for you. Just a little coffee and ginger. Yeah. Baby. Serve it up to her. Your order is ready. Not bad. Thanks. You are welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle? Psst, Neil. Some people come to a coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed. Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visits here. Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed. Ah, pardon us. I was just training you, Neil, in how to talk with the customers here. I can see that. You're still trying to get laid? Oh. No, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other. Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion. If you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen, which essentially is not really listening at all. That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try, step by step. One small step for you might be one giant leap for your kind. That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then? Yeah. Oh, is it Aqua? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just... Damn, somebody slammed that bitch. I'm sorry. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What is happening here? I already told her the cops... Wait. I already told the bar is Ted called the cops when he was going to read here. What? Where is Earth? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. Oh, you're safe. Yes, everything is fine. Okay. Please let me take a breath. Here, please drink this water. What the fuck, bitch? Damn. But that bitch was riddled. Feeling better now? Yes. I'm sorry. It is alright, Miss Aqua. I'm sorry, it is alright, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here. What are you doing here anyway? We are starting to think that we might need to make a recording for the answer to this question. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for our break anyway. So, here is the deal. Go ahead, Neil. That nigga's starting to get common parlance now, you know what I'm saying? That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Earth. It's nothing, really. But, do you really think one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer. As if this place cares about business. Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start, but we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after this? Coachella. What? What are you going to do at Coachella? According to our research, there are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided that the event will be our next target. Well, you're not wrong. Didn't you say the baby has to be born out of love? Yes, we noticed that. And we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. That is what we will study in Coachella. After that, we'll be very ready to breed with so many female Earthlings. I shouldn't say this, but hell, that sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here. We know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. So, our discussion with Miss Myrtle will stop abruptly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together? It's nothing. We're just friends, you know? We just want to hang out and talk about our work. We both work in the same field, remember? Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you see. I thought your research was in computer graphics. Yes, but I've never made... I'm sorry. Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander, so I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today, I wanted to thank her directly, but she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink. Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway. But, wait. If you want to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with the game? Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not your. Oh, so you are correcting me. Wait. Oh, so you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. How did you even pick up on that anyway? It's not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere. We just know. Back to you, Aqua. So, you're done with your game? There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from the start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? That depends on the game, but in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing, control, and UI, UX. It must be fun to have finished working on your creation. It surely removes some of the weight on my chest. Just replace it with another weight. You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job. And if I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Doubly done. Sorry to hear that, Freya. But please be more confident. I'm even starting to doubt myself. I read some of your short stories, you know. After our first meeting, I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app. And then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know. Some of them are better than others, but it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. Some of them are better than others, but it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. What you're going through is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through. So I'm sure you'll both be fine. Ugh. You don't have to talk about it in front of other people. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know? Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people. I really am sorry. I know. I said thanks already, right? But you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm, I know that. Aqua. I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kind of get away with it. But yeah, I kind of get what you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different for me. What's your problem? Burnout. I've been working on something for 2 years straight, but no one outside the office knows about it, and those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought wait. Let me read. I think I skipped something. Okay. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. Yes. I don't really work on them. Not directly. So what do you work on? A secret project. I'll tell you under Frenda, okay? Oh, Friendy NDA. Alright. I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP, or worst case, another FMC game in a different genre. Isn't that a dream job for some people? Heh. That's what I thought, at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write for years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team has been making pitches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved. Ouch. There's only 7 of us on the team. 7 samurai. That's what they said. So you haven't released anything for the last 2 years? Sometimes our team works to support others. When they're going through a crunch cycle, they need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder you folks were considered the 7 samurai. I guess, yeah. By the way, Myrtle, I just realized. What? Usually developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right? More or less, yeah. When was the last time you had a vacation? Damn, they keeping them. Fuck, that's actually crazy. Imagine putting somebody on a team, right, to do a project, and the only way they can get their vacation is if they complete the shit, or let me see, what did she say? It was every 2 years. I just realized the vacation time after yeah, you can only get vacation after finishing a project, so you put them on a project that gets indefinitely delayed, so you could just keep like screwing them out of vacation. So they have to keep working. That's really fucked up. That's some true fuck shit. Before I joined this company, I guess. That's like 4 years ago. Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder you're so burned out. Yes, that's why. You need a vacation. But I can't just take one. You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow. But tomorrow is... I'm not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after, and another day after off. And another day after off. But where should I go? Don't worry, I'll take care of that. You will? I'm going with you for this long weekend vacation. What about Max West? Max West? That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now. Hey, okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right? Alright. Oh, I'm so excited. Wow, Aqua. You look like a different person. Really? I'm sorry. Don't be. Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now and prepare for our getaway. I'll come with you. To my apartment? No, we'll walk together to the bus stop, just like last time. Oh, okay then. Everyone, see you next week, okay? Have fun. Take care out there. May you find your may you find joy during your vacation. Yeah, she really into it, huh? Okay. See you folks later. See you folks later. Shit, my shoulder. Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. I know, but not now. I've got to finish this draft first. As we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya. Thanks, Neil. Anyway, are you going to close anytime soon? Depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. Then please, take your time. You sure? Do you want another drink to be going on with? Wait, do you want another drink to be going on with? Still in the house? I definitely won't say no. You know what I'm saying, baby? You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I'm saying? She talking about she want a husband and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck around, find out. You know what I'm saying? Stream. Fuck around and find out, baby. Alright, one sec. I think it was. Okay. All right. All right. Friday, October 2nd, 2020. New healthier Fury sedative might be available sooner. Action video game, Rising Hell, blamed for violence in school. The Evening Whisperers is with the people for stricter gun laws. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome. Hey, Bailey's. Good evening, Mr. Bailey's. Evening. Am I the first customer tonight? You are. That's new. Freya's not here? She says she's coming later tonight. Got something to do with meeting some fellow writer friends. Why not do it here? It's her favorite place, right? Her friends have visited this place from time to time. Just not as much as her. Writers gathering, huh? I wonder what writers talk about when they're hanging out. I've known them for some years now. She has this habit, you know. If she said they're friends, it means they're just hanging out normally. But if she said they were writer friends, they're probably talking about work, either giving each other feedback on their latest drafts or sharing and validating ideas. Interesting. They even use code words for meeting up. Oh, it's not like that. She doesn't even realize that's what she says. I just picked up on it. That's even more interesting. Are you always so observant? It's part of the job. Why is that? People come here every day. Some of them aren't as talkative as others, but their body language can be loud and clear. It can tell you a lot of things, whether they need a friendly ear or just want to be alone. It applies to what they're ordering as well, because you know, sometimes what people want is not what they need. That's deeper than I would have thought. So what are you reading from me now? I won't say. Why? That would break the charm. The hell was that? I guess I can say this much. Whatever I say or do to our customers, it's always related to what I'm getting from their body language, including our interaction now. Man, now I see why you didn't want to share. Even that was enough to make me feel like I'm naked in front of you. By the way, I haven't ordered anything. What are you having tonight? Hot chocolate with ginger and cinnamon. I heard that's a good drink for a bitter heart. Bow, bow, bow. Let's see what she was writing, baby. Happily Ever After, Ever After, Ever After, Part 1 by Freya Fatima. Do I want to grow old with you? No, I don't want to do that. But I do want to be with you, here in this moment, stuck in eternal limbo, in an infinite loop of this exact hour, forever? Hell yeah, I do. It's probably the last time Romeo remembers having a really meaningful conversation with Juliet. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Dear readers, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, dear readers. Just like any other story, this one also has a beginning, and it begins with an introduction. Romeo is a young man of 20. He comes from a quite conservative but not yet out of touch family. In other words, they're just like almost every other family in the world. He hates the name his parents gave him, and he hates it even more knowing that his life is so far is fulfilling all the cliches of his fictional namesakes. Falling in love with a girl named Juliet is really just icing on the cliched cake. Juliet is a young woman of 20. She also comes from a quite conservative but not yet out of touch family. In other words, they're also just like almost every other family in the world. She loves the name her parents gave her, although she hates the fact that her life so far is fulfilling half the cliches of her fictional namesakes. Falling in love with a boy named Romeo is unfortunate, but she has no plans to die stupidly over it. Both of them study the same. Goddamn. Fuck. Shit. I hate that it scrolls like this. Let me see. Juliet. Both of them study at the same university, and they're definitely not the type of people who naturally choose to be friends. Fate, however, in the form of a hip young lecturer with an over-enthusiasm for assigning group projects and an unfortunate sense of humor, is what brings them together. A simple group assignment is what introduces our young Romeo and Juliet to each other. Even after their first fated meeting, and the many, many more meetings required to finish the assignment, there is no sign that Romeo means anything more to Juliet than a friendly acquaintance she's spent a whole lot of time in the library with. Nor, honestly, does she mean that much more to him. In fact, after she made an ill-judged joke about the literary elephant in the room, she probably means significantly less. But as time goes on, and as the group assignments keep coming, without the lecturer ever assigning new partners, Romeo and Juliet become closer. They both began to see things in the other that they hadn't noticed before. Though for Romeo, the fact is rather frightening. How could I fall for somebody like her, and named Juliet no less? I can't accept it. My mind's just playing tricks on me. Again and again, round and round, his thoughts chase themselves whenever he sees her. The day is Monday, and Romeo has a class he needs to attend. However, something is different. Normally a relatively anxious fellow, he finds going to a class. Relatively anxious fellow, he finds going to a class requires a lot of willpower. Today, however, he finds himself hurrying to get there. He knows why, of course, but he refuses to admit to himself quite yet. The first thing Romeo does when he opens the door is to look at a specific table, the table where Juliet always sits. To his unacknowledged disappointment, the table is empty. Fuck, mutters Romeo under his breath. He doesn't curse because Juliet is not there, of course. Rather, he curses because noticing this was the first thing he did upon entering the room. After sitting in his usual place, Romeo reopens his book and begins. Damn, this is a fucking lot, bro. Sitting in this usual place, Romeo reopens his book and begins reading. Every time someone opens the door, Romeo turns immediately to look and quietly whispers a curse. Again, he is not cursing because he is disappointed. It is not Juliet who enters. He is cursing because he turned to look. A few minutes before the class begins, Juliet finally arrives, announcing herself and her friend with a braying laugh as she does so. That sound used to be one of the most annoying sounds in the world, at least as far as Romeo is concerned, but today it brings a small smile to his face. Fuck, curses Romeo again after he realizes he just smiled at the sound. Is Romeo in love? He probably is, but he doesn't want to admit that. Falling in love with Juliet is dangerous, extremely dangerous. They come from completely different backgrounds, they have different skin colors, and they worship different gods. He has no problem with interracial relationships, of course. So he has no problem with interracial relationships, of course he doesn't. But he never expected it to happen to him. This simply will not do. I need to talk to you. Romeo looks up. Juliet is standing over his table. Her jaw is set, but her eyes are worried. He completely forgets all about his own problems. What's up? He asks. Can you keep a secret? It's really important. Sure, I guess I can. Good enough. Good enough, because I really need someone to talk to. So Juliet sits down and begins telling her story to Romeo. She talks about the problems she's been facing over the past few months. They affect her study, about how he's not the first person she's talked to about this, on, and Romeo listens to every word. Eventually, Juliet stops talking and sits quietly. Romeo thinks that she looks somehow lighter than she did before she began talking. She doesn't know how to react to what she told him. He tries giving her some advice, really stupid advice he thinks as soon as he said it, but he believes it. But he believes it's probably much better than just listening and nodding and watching her walk away. He doesn't think he wants her to walk away from him. He thinks about this. One thing is for sure. Juliet trusts Romeo as a friend. Damn, bitch, this is a lot that you wrote. Golly. He thinks about this. One thing is for sure. Juliet trusts Romeo as a friend. They shared a secret now. Even though Juliet has shared the same secret with others before him, it still makes Romeo happy. So damn happy. How pathetic am I being happy? How pathetic am I being happy because someone I like came and told me she's not? Romeo thinks and then shakes his head like a dog shaking off water. After sharing everything she had wanted to share, Juliet starts talking about lighter subjects. Soon they are joking freely. The dark mood of earlier almost completely dissipated. Just before Juliet leaves, Romeo asks her something. Why did you tell me all that? Well, I don't really know. I think I can trust you. And you're one of those rare few people who can talk to people directly without sugarcoating everything. It's refreshing. She shrugs. I guess that's why. What Julia said is true, but Romeo finds it amusing that even though he normally speaks directly to everyone he knows, he can't do that with Juliet. He's not himself when she's around, or so he believes. After that conversation, Romeo falls even more helplessly in love with Juliet. It's stupid, he thinks. Someone who rarely falls so hard for anyone, but Juliet is driving him crazy. And the fact that she makes him feel the closest thing to love he's felt in years, yet a big wall of cultures, norms, and other social traditions stands between them, hurts him even more. That is, of course, if Juliet is even into him anyway. As weeks go by, Juliet and Romeo become closer. They start telling each other stories more often, but all these stories are limited to their courses, their friends, and anything at all besides their feelings for each other. She's not into me. She's just an extrovert. She's friendly with everyone. Romeo keeps thinking. And it's when he's thinking about that suddenly Juliet comes and sits at his table. So you said that you want to tell me something. It's true. He has already sent a message to Juliet telling her he wants to talk about something. Oh wow, diving straight in. Fuck, man. I hate when this thing like zooms past when I'm just trying to scroll down a little bit. Oh well, diving straight in. It's nothing at all. It's nothing all that important, actually, says Romeo. Come on. It's not like you'd have. It's not like you to be so indirect about things. What's wrong with you, boyo? Romeo actually called Juliet to talk about her attitude recently. She's been weird, at least in Romeo's eyes, and it feels like she's getting farther away, removing herself from many student activities she'd usually partake in. Juliet answers all his questions, all his thoughts and concerns about how she seems to be removing herself from all other side activities. She manages to shrug off or easily explain. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm obsessing over every single thing she does, thinks Romeo, while a pit opens up in his gut at the thought. Is that all? Anything else you want to say? She questions him. Fair is fair after all. Do you know that I used to like you? The words come out from Romeo's mouth out of the blue. He's horrified, even as he recognizes that it's a lie. He still likes her now. He doesn't even know why he decided to confess his feelings right at this random moment. Never mind why he confessed with half a lie. It wasn't planned at all. But when he heard Juliet say anything else, well, it's definitely one thing Romeo has been planning to say to Juliet for the last few thousand eons, or as normal humans measure time since around 8 months ago. Juliet shows a flash of surprise and then says, "No, I had no idea at all. Why? Why what? Why do you like me? Or did you like me? I mean, there must be a reason." "Well, of course there is." Romeo opens his mouth to tell her and pauses. He blinks slowly and closes his mouth again. "Or not. I don't know. I think there is, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I'm talking gibberish." Juliet does not respond to that. Romeo doesn't even dare to look at her directly, but he can see out of the corner of his eye that she looks dumbfounded. He takes a breath and opens his mouth again, hoping for a lightning strike, divine inspiration, or instant death. He isn't picky. Okay, I see you as a really strong person, you know. You have a big girly side, but you're also a really strong, independent person. Okay, I get the girly part, but what makes you think I'm strong? Well, just look at how you work with all of your assignments and organizations. I definitely could never deal with everything as well as you do ever. Oh, come on, everybody has something they're good at. You can do things I can't. That's pretty normal, you know. I know, but still, I'm not sure. That's probably what attracts me to you the most. When he says that, Romeo tries looking at Juliet just for a moment. He saw a twitch of a smile on her lips, but dare not even hope. He ascribes it to his imagination instead. "So what's next, then?" asks Juliet. "To be honest, I don't know. I said this because I can't keep hiding it forever. I needed to say it to you, even though I know it's impossible for me to ask you out, considering all the differences between us." Juliet pauses. "Oh, of course." Go up, man. Damn. "You don't need to say anything, I know. I'm sorry, you don't need to say anything, though. I just need to get it out of my system. That's all I wanted to say." "Well, okay then. I have something else to do. You don't have anything more to say, right?" "Yes, no. That's all." Juliet nods and says goodbye, then quickly walks away. After Juliet leaves, Romeo lets out a heavy sigh. Good work there. That's one hell of a lot of old baggage I just let go, and a whole hell of a lot of new baggage I replaced it with. Here's an interesting fact about our Romeo. During the whole conversation, he hadn't been able to keep himself from shaking. It's an old habit that he just can't let go of. To his relief, they'd been sitting during the whole conversation, so he could hide his tremor. Still, even though he feels intense relief after telling Juliet about his feelings, his hands are still trembling. He has to wait a couple of minutes before he can walk away himself. So now, after Romeo's long-awaited but ultimately useless confession, what's next for Juliet and her Romeo? Our Juliet and her Romeo. Funnily enough, neither she nor Romeo ever mentioned it again, at least not to each other. Romeo did eventually tell some of his friends about his feelings for Juliet, but what about Juliet? Romeo didn't know anything about how she was coping with his revelation. He expected that she'd probably told some of her friends, as he had told his, but that doesn't even matter. He tells himself, we're not meant for each other anyway. Watching from the outside, nothing seems to change between them. They still talk about their classes, about their friends, and about shows they've watched and books they've read, but they've never ever mentioned it again, the time when Romeo revealed his feelings to Juliet. At first, Romeo had thought that confessing his feelings would mean letting go of a big boulder inside his heart. As it turned out, it only transformed the boulder into a restless rock monster. Restless rock monster asking for more. Eventually, he realizes letting Juliet know about his feelings isn't enough. He needs to have her. He wants to hold her tight. He wants to stare into her eyes and tell her he loves her, to Pluto and back. He wants to hear her say, I love you too. God damn, bro, would you stop fucking going down? He wants to kiss her. He wants to run away with her to a place where no one cares about their differences and just sees them as a cute couple in love. He wants to do all good things in life together with her. And more than anything on this earth, he simply wants her. The feeling is killing him. How could she be acting normally after that revelation? Does it mean his feelings mean nothing to her at all? Damn, bro, I don't know why I like this shit. Can you please just chill, man? Don't zoom. Let it go. Where am I? Okay. Revelation doesn't mean his feelings mean nothing to her at all. The peak of his emotions come one day when our hero is falling asleep. Suddenly his body is drenched in sweat. His heart beats too fast, and his thoughts only run to one thing, Juliet. He wants, no, nothing so prosaic, he needs Juliet. He doesn't care about anything else, about the traditions, about their families, about anything. There's only one thing he needs to do tomorrow, and that is to confess his feelings again to Juliet. This time, however, he is going to ask her out. If she feels the same way, he will ask her to just give it a try and fight the world together. He resolves that he is going to take a leap of faith, and it will be the first thing he does the next time they meet. Continue. God damn, that was long, girl. Shit. Jeez Louise, I was not ready for that. That was a long ass thing, bro. Alright, let me see. What was it? Bailey's had the bitter heart. Hot chocolate with ginger and cinnamon. Yeah. Okay, Bailey's is getting the chocolate, ginger, cinnamon. Alright. Chocolate, ginger, cinnamon. Brew that bitch. Ginger, cinnamon. Give it to him. Here you go. 1 second, it's ringing. Alright. You're a pretty romantic person, huh? Spending extra time decorating this drink. Only for special people and special drinks? Say, Earth, tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? Anything. How old are you? Old enough to open a coffee shop. Oh man, I guess I should say sorry for asking that. It's alright. But that's the only answer I can give. Now you're making me wonder what I should ask next. Goddamn, girl. Hello, everyone. Why are you both looking at me like that? Freya, you look horrible. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. No, I don't. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to echo our dear barista. Yeah, you do. What happened? You'd be better asking what didn't happen. Because the answer would be proper sleep and decent progress on my draft. You need to rest. And miss my deadline? Hell no. Sorry, Baileys. I won't be able to keep you company because I have to finish this thing. And for that, I'll need a whole hell of a lot of espresso. Are you sure about that? You really should just rest. Get something to help you sleep. Espresso. Please. Hell no. That would be unconscionable. We would not do that. I'm going to give you the bedchamber. Milk, cinnamon, and honey. All right. Milk, cinnamon, honey, baby. This be you, Freya. You know what I'm saying? Serve it. Here you go. What the hell, dude? This isn't even coffee. Drink. But this isn't what? Drink. Okay. It's on the house. It better be. How was the meeting? It was pretty good. I got a lot of good advice. But that also means things, and not a small number of them, mind you, need to be rewritten. Oh. It's not that bad. Rewriting is part of the process. It's just I'm going to my usual corner. Although thanks to your drink, I'm not sure whether I'll be able to stay awake or not. She looks horrible. She does. But don't worry about her. She'll finish it. This isn't the first time she's acted like this? No. But this time, she's Let's say she steaks are pretty. Wait. Oh, the steaks are pretty. I don't know why I read that as she. So, what brings you here today? I'm not even sure myself. I had no plan tonight. This place just came to mind, out of the blue. I'll have to thank your subconscious then. I guess you should. As fate would have it, baby. Oh man. Not sure whether I should thank it or not, though. Hi, Lua. Hi, Baileys. How? You first. No, you first. I was just gonna ask, how are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. How about you? I'm good, yeah? I think I need to order something first. Oh, of course. Go ahead. Hi, Earth. What are you having this evening, Miss Lua? Gingerbread coffee, please? Hey. One second. Okay. So we gotta give them gingerbread coffee. Coffee, ginger, cinnamon. Coffee, ginger. Wait, no. Coffee, ginger, cinnamon, right? Give me free the wrong drink. Gingerbread coffee, ginger, cinnamon. Let's see. Right, yeah. Coffee, ginger, cinnamon. Coffee, ginger, cinnamon. Alright, cool. Go ahead, shorty. Here it is. Thank you. Grandma used to make this drink for me. It reminds me so much of her. It reminds me of when I was growing up with my family. How's work? It's going pretty okay. You? I'm not taking any new jobs at the moment, because, well, you know. Yeah, I get it. You have enough in your savings, right? That's a very Lua thing to ask. But yeah, I do. Thanks to the last annoying job. It went well in the end? It kinda did. They paid me on time at least. And the pay was amazing. How long are you planning to take a break for? I don't know. Until my problems are settled, I guess. What problems are those? You know, shorty. I'll tell you this. But don't tell anyone, okay? Not even Earth, who's standing in front of us? Not even Earth. Okay. So there's this girl. I love her. We've been going out for a few years. I'm not really sure where we stand now. How can you not be sure? We had an argument about a week ago. It wasn't anything new. But somehow, things escalated uncontrollably. Why is that? I assume both of us were just tired, knowing that we're fighting against centuries of tradition. We haven't really talked since our last fight. Leaving things unresolved is not a good idea. But I can't bring myself to start the conversation. Why? Even I'm not sure about that. Pride, maybe. Or tiredness. Or knowing that chances are we won't be able to find the best solution for everyone anyway. Baileys, I have a question. Go ahead. What do you think she's feeling right now? To be honest, I don't know. She's not like me, that's for sure. She's not like me, that's for sure. Thankfully. Why? At least it won't affect her professional life that much. I'm glad I'm a freelancer. It means I can't just take a break from work. It means I can just take a break from work without so many problems. I'm not as professional as her, you see? I think you're wrong. Really? If I were her, I would find it difficult to live life as usual. But I put on a lot of masks, just to hide the feelings I was going through. It sounds difficult and uncomfortable. It is. But a friend told me once, you gotta do what you gotta do. Must be a pretty cool guy. He is. Nigga, you better read that bit up. Come on, Baileys. You know what I'm saying? Lock in, bruh. What's next for us, Baileys? I don't know, boy. I met some new people this week, including that supermodel. You knew? That girl in the corner told me. Yeah, including that supermodel. And how does that make you feel? Like a fool? What? He said a lot of things that I've been trying to avoid thinking about. A lot of truths. He's a bit like you know? Attitude-wise. You get along with him. Doubt it. I doubt that too, bro. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Bailey's cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? Opposites attract, but similarity breeds contempt. Ever heard that before? A lot. From a certain hipster elf. And after listening to that guy, what's your stance on, you know, us? Come on, man. Lock in, Lua. I'm not sure, babies. What about you yourself? Had any similar experiences this week? I have, in fact. You met a vampire, and I met a werewolf. What are the odds? What are the odds indeed? What did your werewolf say? Not much, to be honest. But he made a good point about the importance of family. Nigga, I don't know what you talking about. Not much. That nigga was cooking. You know what I mean? You feel me, stream? If y'all see that stream, go and check it out. That nigga was cooking, baby. He put that nigga on, you know what I'm saying, on Front Street. Baileys. I know I've been stubborn about you wanting me to make peace with my family. And I know why that's very important for you. But Freya said something that kind of hit me hard. What was it? I was just using you as an excuse to escape my family when I actually want to do that anyway for myself. You know me, Baileys. I do. And you know how I feel uncomfortable with people leaving their families, which makes me an asshole, I guess. I get why you think that way, Lua. Blood is thicker than water. What should we do? Lua? Yes, Baileys? Please let me leave my family. I'll try to get your family to accept me. That sounds like the easier thing to do after all. But you'll lose your immortality. You'll be an outcast among other elves. An outcast from a bunch of overly pretentious people sounds great. You'll live a long time, but you won't have the perfect health and perfect life. That's the elven privilege, bitch. And he don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Let that man have his autonomy. You know what I'm saying? Strange. Don't overthink it, bro. But it's not a perfect life without you. Hey, alright, you know what I'm saying? Alright, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straight. You can turn that Riz up to about 20, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, Baileys. What if our relationship doesn't last? You'll have lost everything. You'll blame me. Lua, I'll never blame you for anything. If we're talking about who I used to be, that guy would never have blamed himself. 100 reasons for why something failed, but never anything to do with him. But that won't happen with us. You know why? Because I've learned so many things by being with you for 10 years. It made me a better person. So you don't need to worry about any of that. Because right now, you're the most important part of my life. I don't need an immortal life. Because without you, it won't be a life worth living. Baileys, that nigga cooking straight. Hey, that nigga cooking right now. I believe in you. That nigga cooking, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Baileys did not sell, my nigga. You feel me? That nigga cooking. Hey. Lua, Baileys. I feel like we're living in a soap opera. It seems so. So what's our plan? Tomorrow's Saturday. Are we going on a date? I'm going to my parents' place. Oh. And I want you to come with me. Hey! What? That's so sudden. Do you already have plans for tomorrow? Well, no. It's just, I'm not prepared to meet them. You'll be fine. You want to tell them about this first? It'll be alright. Well, they never forbade you from dating other races. They're not big fans of elves, that much is true. But you can prove them wrong. Okay, this could be a good first step. It is. It's set then. I don't know what'll happen tomorrow, but we can think about it. And anything else, later. I'm with you on that. So, does that mean you don't mind me? I had my doubts, but now I'm sure. I can trust you. Lua, thank you. Are you still staying at Farron's house? Yeah. You're staying with me tonight. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Yo, hey, yo. You feel me? That's what I'm talking about, bro. You love to see love. You know what I'm saying? You love to see love win, baby. You feel me, Stream? What about your roommate? She's away for the weekend. Taking a long weekend getaway until Sunday night. Fate is on our side, it seems. Hey, Earth. Yes? We're leaving. Thank you so much for keeping up with us this past week. The pleasure was mine. We're off then. See you. Thank you for coming. Damn. Hey, that nigga I ain't gonna hold you. That nigga Bailey's, man. That nigga came through, bro. That nigga did not sell. He did not sell, Stream. We're good, shorty. That was pretty intense. Well, you're back in the real world. I just pretend not to notice. They're like one of those main reasons why I'm writing this story. So I have to see their struggle through till the end. It's important for the writing, you know? That's cold. What? It's not like that. It's just that... Yeah, that was cold. I'm sorry. You look better than before, though. For now. I can't tell you how I feel until it's done. And I don't... Damn, who that? Who up in there be? Is that cop? Is that my nigga? Damn, Gala. What up with you, shorty? Woo. Goddamn. Craig, get over here. This wolf? Is that him? I think so. Welcome, sir. Are you crazy? You can't treat a werewolf in fury like a normal customer? Trust me. He must have his reason for coming. Yeah, he came for the antidote, babe. Don't even worry about it, gal. I got you. You can relax, sir. Do you need anything? Something to calm you down, maybe? Shit, say less, bro. I got you, shorty. Don't even worry about it, gal. Tea, milk, and ginger, baby. Don't even worry about it. Tea, you know what I'm saying? Milk, you feel me? Ginger. Who that be? ASAP, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you right, bro. Serve it. Here's your... One second, let me wait for this to get out the way. Achievement pop up. Alright. Hey, that boy calming down. What the hell? Is that really him? After seeing the reaction to the drink? 100%. Well, whoever he is. This place survived. Thankfully, yes. But I think I need to close up shop early. Don't want to cause any more ruckus. And I need to clean up some of the mess anyway. Good idea. Can you just back out? Wait, can you get back all right by yourself? I'll manage. Take care on your way back. Be careful too. See you tomorrow. See you. Alright, bitter heart, shadows that will help you try to hide. Alright, gang, I'm feeling like that's what we're gonna call it here, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Stream's been about a 2.5 hour stream, you know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling good about that. We're gonna take a little break, you feel me? Let's see. Let's read this and then we'll go back to the main menu and give the outro. Coachella 2020, do's and don'ts. Atlantic ambassador in talks with Fire regarding immigration. Excuse me. Saturday, did I read the date? Saturday, October 3rd. Yeah, I think I did. Weird Stain Company criticized for unfair depictions of werewolf in their latest box office hit. Welcome. You know, hey, let's see how Freya doing. Hey, Earth. Good evening, Freya. You look very cheerful today. And it's all thanks to you. What did I do? I finally got a good night's sleep last night. Like, I slept like a log. Proper 12 hours of closing my eyes and not thinking about anything. Good for you. You really needed that. I know. I had the deadline coming, and I've been pushing myself to finish this draft. A bit too much, I guess. So how's it going now? You won't believe this. I probably will. But when I woke up this afternoon, the words just flowed through me like water. And not forced crap like I've been writing recently. Excuse me. And that's why taking a break is important. Yeah. You don't need to start lecturing me now. So what's your plan now? Now, as in right at this moment, I'm planning to go to the bathroom and wash my face. And after that, I'll continue writing. Sounds like a solid plan. You know where the restroom is? You know where the restroom is. You know what I'm saying? Always happy to see Freya, baby. Okay, I need something to drink now. Freya, you're unemployed. Don't waste your money on coffee shop drinks. That is so weird. Coming from the coffee shop owner. I know. You've been a regular for years. If you only need the vibes of the place, just right here. No, I can't do that. You don't have any customers tonight. What would I do if this place went bankrupt? It won't happen. How can you be so sure? Just take this tap water and go to your work, okay? But, you know what I'm saying, shorty? See, there's a customer coming right now. But don't you worry about me. Hey, you know what I'm saying, bro? We got that nigga right. His ass better be giving us a big tip. Pause. Anyway. Oh. Hi, Gala. What's wrong? I know you're a man of few words, but this is maybe pushing it a bit. Freya, Earth, I'm truly very sorry for what happened yesterday. Gala, hey, it's alright. No one got hurt, right? And the coffee shop's fine. Don't think about it too much, Gala. Like Freya said, no casualties and no problems with the coffee shop. I still need to redeem myself for the mess I made and the scare I gave you. I'm sure there's something I can do. Why don't you buy something for the lady here? I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Hey, what do you mean? Do you want anything to drink, Freya? No, it's alright, Gala. I insist. You don't have to. Please accept it. At least I'll have, at least it'll help me stop feeling so guilty, at least a little. Alright. I wouldn't mind a coffee. Not an espresso, mind you. Something with a little less of a kick. You know how to make you know how to make sugar and spice? The one with cinnamon? Yes. A cup of sugar and spice, please. Alright, bet up. Let me see. So she got a sugar and spice coming. Alright, bet up. Alright, Freya, sugar and spice, coffee, honey, cinnamon. Coffee, honey, cinnamon. Oh, yeah. Serve it. Sugar and spices for the lady with the vibe. Sugar and spices for the lady with the vices. Hey. Oh well, I won't complain. Thank you, Gala. Don't mention it. Earth, are you sure there's nothing I can do for you? You don't have to do anything, Gala. It's fine. But to be honest, I'm curious. What happened yesterday? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you usually stay indoors during the full moon, don't you? I usually do. But there was an emergency at the hospital yesterday. What kind of emergency? The hospital was really packed yesterday after that announcement. Announcement? The one saying that a replacement government issued Fury sedative will be available soon. Releasing that news on the day of the full moon was just stupid. So many restless werewolves came asking about the sedative, which isn't ready yet. But the announcement said it wasn't ready, just that it was coming soon. You think people read the whole article? They only saw the headline or glanced at it at the news stall. Then they went straight to the hospital. I don't blame them though. Finding out that the only publicly available sedative is dangerous, it's difficult for some people. I ended up having to explain it to dozens of werewolves. I even had to put some rogue werewolves in the isolation rooms. It was that bad, huh? Yeah, to the point that we ran out of rooms to put them in. That's why, at the end of my shift, I left immediately. Normally, I'd have asked a friend to lock me in one of our isolation rooms, of course, but I couldn't, so I rushed back to my apartment, but it was too late. Thankfully, I was in this area, and I managed to force myself to come to your place. Gala, excuse me for asking this, yes? But you didn't hurt anyone on the way here, right? As far as I remember, no. And I didn't see any blood on my clothes. That's good to hear. This might sound overly confident, considering what happened yesterday, but I have enough control to make sure I don't hurt anyone, as long as I have something to direct my fury towards. Usually, I end up destroying stuff around me, or worst case, hurting myself. Despite all of that, I'm still glad that no one got hurt. Always looking for the positive side, aren't you? Just doing my job. Thanks, both of you. I really mean it. But please, if there's anything I can do to if there's anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate to ask me right away. Will do. In the meantime, can I order a drink? Of course. Sure. What are you having? Same as yesterday. Better. My boy, one thing and ginger shit. The tea, milk, and ginger, baby. I got you, bruh. Tea, milk, and ginger. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here's your special brew. Thank you. The drink that saved me. Once again, thank you. Of course. For helping me find this drink. No problem. By the way, Gala, now that you can be 100% sure that the drink is your natural sedative, why don't you put some in a bottle and carry it with you everywhere? That's the plan. It has to be warm though. Excuse me, I can use a vacuum flask, I suppose. I'll give it a try next full moon. Don't worry, Freya. I'm going to stay at my place for the next full moon. I'm not taking any risks. Before I can make sure how effective that remedy is. Phew. Let me guess, hide. What the? Oh, baby girl. Rachel? What's going on? Huh? What else? Your father? Of course. What the hell was he thinking? Coming backstage at Coachella just to get into an argument with my manager. Huh? Before we continue, Earth, a cafe latte, please. Alright, babe. Alright. Coffee, milk, got you. You want that weak shit, you know what I'm saying? Little girl shit, you know what I'm saying? I understand. Coffee latte, coffee, milk, coffee, milk, coffee, milk. The cafe latte is ready. Thanks. How did he manage to get backstage? He told security it was my father, and he messaged me about coming beforehand, said he was just going to wish me luck. So I told him to let him in, of course. He's still my father. Things were nice at first. Then my manager came, and, I don't know why he hates him so much. It's showbiz. I'm mature enough to know what's good or bad for me. No, you're not. I promise you not. What happened after that? Mr. Lester told the security guards to kick him out. He's still allowed in the festival area. I saw him in the crowds. Did the concert go well at least? Oh yeah. Other than the argument backstage, everything was great. I was the first one to play on the main stage. Usually no one pays much attention to whoever's on first, but there was thousands of people in the audience during my session. Nice. So you don't need to be at the event anymore after this? Not really. I did my stage time. And then there was this press conference after my show. After show press conference? Yeah, the pre-show was done yesterday. Today was a small one. There was almost a dozen journalists who wanted to interview me. So we decided to just do a mini conference. Good for you. You're totally back in the game, huh? I guess I am. Thanks to Mr. Lester. I would say it's because of you, but your manager's probably worked some of his influence too. Huh. So why are you here? Because of Dad, of course. I told him to come here this evening. We really need to set things straight. He needs to stop messing with my manager so much. And because this evening is the only time we can meet, I can't go to the party Mr. Lester is hosting. What party? He's hosting a party for the VIPs and the artists he manages. Yeah, don't go to that bit. Don't go to that bit, shorty. At a club in Belltown. Hell no. Is it okay for you to go to the party without a guardian? That's what I'm saying, bitch. I'm 18, remember? I'm an adult. No, bitch. You're not 21. Yeah, but you can only enter some clubs if you're 21. Exactly, see? Not this time. Because Mr. Lester's my manager and it's his party. I'm not sure about that. It's true. No, I know you can do that by using his name, but I don't think he should do that with you. Why? I'm an adult. No, you're not, Rachel. Have you ever been to one of Lester's parties? Well, no. You have? Not personally. I've heard stories. What stories? He knows how to party. That's good then. That's not necessarily a good thing. Knowing how to party might mean something else entirely. I don't know what you're talking about. You'll find out. Especially if you keep Lester on as your manager. Personally, I don't mind wild parties, but inviting an underage person to his party, that might be a bit too far. Welcome, huh? This nigga. Meow. Huh? What the hell? Oh no. Dad. What? Rachel, is that Mr. Hendry? Yes. Dad. What happened? Earth, can you get a cup of milk for him, please? Just milk. Just milk. Meow. Alright, bitch. Nigga wants some milk. Alright, right. Milk shake brings all the boys to the yard. Milk, to the yard. Here. Thank you. Dad, please, hold on. Can somebody help me call an ambulance, please? They're on the way. I've contacted the hospital. Thank you. I've also contacted our Necomimi expert personally. She's off shift right now, but she's also on the way. Thank you so much. I don't know what might have happened without your help. Don't mention it. Here they go. I'll go with you. Okay. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gallo. That my nigga, bro. I fuck with that nigga. Oh boy. That was really something, huh? Yeah. 2 days in a row. An emergency at your place. Well, at least some people think of your place as their go-to when they need help. You're right. It's not every day you look at things from the bright side. Huh. Well, I'm one of your coffee shop disciples, right? So I kinda understand them. Hope Hendry's alright. Me too. At least he's in good hands now. What's your plan for the rest of the night? Well, that was all pretty hectic, but I need to continue writing. Take your time and place. Take your time and place then. Will do. Alright. Alright, now we will go ahead and end the stream. Gang, you know what I'm saying? We are going to end it now. Alright. I'll read this a little bit and then I'm going to go ahead. Sunday, October 4th, 2020. Fire broke out during Coachella. Culprits in police custody. Despite the arrest, Coachella will go on. Police raid on private Coachella after party is biggest drug and sex related bust of the year. Okay. Main menu. 1 second. Save game first. Yes. Alright. Yeah, alright. 1 second. What's the name? Yeah, today's the right. Alright, cool. What time is it? Yeah, all right, cool. Main menu. Yes, yes, yes. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, gang. This has been another installment of Coffee Talk. Thank y'all for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Showing love. Appreciate you. But we're gonna go ahead and end it. You feel me? Yeah, thank you guys for coming through today. Thank you so much. If you guys have not already followed, please consider giving us a follow. GSC TV 1998 here on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? We are currently at 115 followers, gang. So you know what I'm saying? If y'all could help get us to that next goal of 150, you know what I'm saying? Much appreciated, baby. But like I was saying, please make sure you guys are following us across all social medias. We're talking Instagram and TikTok, which is you can find us at GSCTV 1998_Twitch on Instagram and TikTok. That's basically the best way to stay up to date with the channel. You know what I'm saying? Any new releases, what we're going to be streaming, all that good news is going to be over there. Also, subscribe to us on YouTube at GSCTV 1998, as well as Kick and Twitch, GSCTV 1998 for all. It's the same name for all those platforms. Yeah, basically we want to get those numbers up. We currently have 12 subscribers on YouTube. We have 0 followers on Kick. We're really trying to get those numbers up on Kick. We want to get some followers over there. So, you know what I'm saying, show us some love on Kick as well. You know what I'm saying, new streaming platform. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, gang. I'm gonna go ahead and read the schedule for the week. You feel me? So you guys know what's coming. You know what I'm saying? So tomorrow you got a gameplay of Little Nightmares from Freeman. You know what I'm saying? That's the new Sunday series. On Monday, we're going to be doing a co-stream of Gears of War 4. Tuesday, I'm going to be coming back with Hard Space Shipbreakers. Wednesday, Freeman's going to be taking over with Hogwarts Legacy. Thursday, I'm going to be streaming Omori. Friday, Freeman's going to be doing Resident Evil 4. And then we come back on, Saturday again with Coffee Talk, baby. So that's what the stream schedule is looking like this week. You know what I'm saying? Lock in and make sure you guys are coming to the streams. If you guys have enjoyed Coffee Talk, there's going to be more streams, like I said, each Saturday. So come back for more. We're also going to be starting episode 2 once we finish this. So yeah, man. But other than that, gang, that's it. You know what I'm saying? I've truly enjoyed playing this for you guys today, playing this with you guys today, but I gotta go, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go make myself something to eat and chill out, you feel me? So without further ado, this has been your boy Earthling. Love y'all to death. I gotta go, man. Peace.